All right, all right. We are live. Looks like we are live on Facebook. Happy Monday, everybody. We're going to get this started in just a few moments. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. Who out there is ready for freedom? Who out there is ready for change? We're going to get this started in just a moment. Happy Monday, Facebook. What's going on to each and every one of you? Super excited to be your host of TLC Conversations tonight. And I can tell you that change is definitely on the rise. It is time now for you to say yes, because you're one yes away from a total lifetime change. So share this live. Great evening, everybody. Great evening, everybody out there. Get this shared out. Happy Monday, everybody. Let me know where you're checking in from this evening. Happy Monday. All right. Great evening, everybody. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. It's November. It's a new month. Yes. Time for change is now. Yes. Great evening, everybody. Great evening, everybody out there. Happy Monday. Take the time to tag some people. Take the time to definitely share this live. We're going to get it started. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for a total life change? How many of y'all are super excited for it being a new month? How many of you understand that you, for real, are in control of changing and determining your destiny? You see, you have to understand that you are for real in control of literally being able to create the very life that you absolutely desire. And so tonight on this live, I'm going to share with you how some incredible products are changing lives all over the entire world, and how you can grab a hold of, well, hey, if you just want your health to be at the epitome of the absolute best, then definitely you want these products. But if you're looking for a way to create some financial freedom, how many of you out there are sick and tired of being sick and tired? How many of you out there are ready for change? Let me get myself live in all the places I need to be live. We're going to come back and we're going to have a conversation. So definitely take the time to share this live, everybody. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Yes. Get live on IG. All right, I see you, Kiana. I see you, Twayla. Who else is out there? Definitely take the time to get some people on this live tonight. All right. I just want to say you are one yes away from a total life change. How many of you out there need change? How many of you out there are committed to change? How many of you are out there are ready to put in the work that's necessary in order to bring about the very things that you absolutely deserve and that you desire to have in life? How many of you are for real ready? Because when you get yourself to the point of saying, you know what, I am willing to do what it takes in order to create the freedom that I know that me and my family deserves, then guess what? You'll step into the next season realizing that when you put in the work, guess what? All things become possible, right? But you got to believe, right? So we're going to get this started in this moment. I think I'm live on IG. Happy Monday to each and every one of you out there. It for real is the season of change. And I just want to say to each and every one of you, can you feel it? Can you feel it? I don't know if you can, but I can tell you that I absolutely can. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. Trying to figure out one thing, and we're gonna get this party started. Take the time to tag, take the time to share. Yes. Happy Monday, everybody. Yes. Let's see. Let's see. I think I figured something out here. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Great evening, everybody. Welcome to change. Are you ready for a total life change? Okay, I think so. Let me see something. Let's see. All right, right, looks like I am live. Hold on. My camera's dirty over here. Just being real with each and every one of y'all. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this party started. All right, with each and every one of you on this Monday evening. All right, happy Monday to each and every one of you jumping on here tonight. And I just want to say to each and every one of you on here that I hope that you can feel it. I hope that you can feel the energy. I hope that you can feel the fire. I hope that you are ready for change, because tonight I'm going to share with you some incredible information, some very powerful products that literally one yes will allow you to turn your entire life around. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but guess what? If you didn't realize that there are only 2 months left in 2020, you see, you have to know and understand that the time to shift, the time for change is now. And so as I'm about to share with you some phenomenal products that are life-changing, I'm not sure if you're getting on here tonight because you understand that your health is your greatest wealth. I'm not sure if you're getting on here tonight because you are sick and tired of being sick and tired and you want to figure out a way to create some wealth. You see, I'm not sure if you're getting on here tonight because you realize that, you know what, the past of 2020 did not quite go the way that you expected it to go. You see, there's some people out there that for real are looking for something. And so this live tonight is for you. It's for the person that says, you know what, I want to be healthy because I understand that my health is everything. It's for the person that's watching this live tonight that says, you know what, I understand that, you know what, I'm sick and tired of the struggle. I'm sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Perhaps you're someone out there who truly, as our hearts and our prayers go out to everyone who's been affected by what has taken place in our country in 2020, in the world in 2020. Perhaps you're somebody who right now had a job and lost the job, just like we could experience, and we know how to relate to as it happened to us 6 years ago. Perhaps you're somebody on here tonight and now you're dependent upon those unemployment checks, and those unemployment checks are not coming in, as unemployment has literally risen to an all-time high, having over 800,000 cases of unemployment and people dependent upon unemployment checks. Perhaps you're somebody out there tonight in which your hours have been cut and you were already accustomed to having one paycheck coming into the household, and now that paycheck is no longer the same paycheck. Perhaps you're somebody watching tonight in which you've had all your eggs in one basket, and now you realize that 2020 has shown you that you got to take control of your financial situation and never allow anyone or anything to be in complete and total control. And so the time is now for a shift. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to share with you some incredible products and an industry and a company that literally is changing lives all over the entire world. You see, I'm excited because, you know what, I was introduced to this industry as a little girl. And many times we don't understand the things that we go through, you know, in our childhood, right? But I'm thankful for my parents literally showing me the industry of direct sales, the industry of network marketing, in which so many people shine down upon. Well, I want you to know and understand that this is an industry that can create absolute freedom. How many of you on here tonight want some type of freedom? How many of you on here tonight know that you deserve to be free? Because I can tell you that it wasn't until I made a decision to believe in me, that I made a decision to really understand that we deserve freedom, that things began to shift in my life. You see, you all have the power that's watching me tonight to say, just like this, no longer. You see, when you get yourself to the point to where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when change will begin to happen in your life. That's when commitment will begin to come out of you. That's when dedication will begin to come out of you. That's when you understand that it's going to take consistency in order to now create change. That's when you understand that everybody can't go with you where you desire to go. That's when you understand that no's are a part of the process. And so this industry of direct sales, ladies and gentlemen, is an industry that's created more documented seven-figure earners than any other industry in the world. And so that was one thing that I always heard as Nate and I, my husband, my BFF, we tried all of these businesses for over 20 years looking to find some type of success. But we found ourselves putting our hands to so many different businesses and never really creating any success, right? We were literally failing forward because I understand that none of those failures were for no avail, right? Those failures literally allowed us to learn. Those failures allowed us to fail forward. And I thank God that I said yes to a little pack of tea, and me being introduced to this pack of tea. I am forever grateful, like almost 6 years ago, because this little pack of tea began to change my life. You see, I realized that the industry of direct sales is something that literally was creating freedom in families and households all over the world. And so I used to celebrate the success of so many people as they crossed the stage, as they held up, their earnings, as they shared with the world how one little yes, whether it was a product, whether it was a service, really began to give them the life that they always dreamed of, really began to give them the beach money, right? The beach life. And so I can tell you that I made a decision to believe in this industry because I realized that working a job, working and building somebody else's dream was only going to allow us to get to a certain level. You see, I knew that working and building somebody else's dream was not going to allow us to create freedom. I also understood that, working somebody else's dream, that linear income that we're taught to make, where we trade time for dollars, was not going to allow us to leave a legacy for our family. And too many times people leave behind debt instead of leaving a legacy because they don't take the time to understand that God has put each and every one of us here on this earth in order to create. And so I ask each and every one of you, what vehicle do you have that's allowing you to create, right? Because that's what direct sales does. That's what Total Life Changes does. It's a vehicle that literally is offering freedom to people all over the entire world. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I also want you to know that this industry in 2019 was $167 billion industry. It's the oldest business model that has literally been around for umpteen years, and it's all over the entire world. You see, it's not just in the United States, it's all over the world. So when you think about freedom, can you say global? When you think about freedom, can you say change? When you think about freedom, can you say a vehicle like direct sales, like Total Life Changes, that's now going to allow me to get in for a low cost, right? You don't need millions of dollars to open a franchise. You see, you just need a small investment to now invest in you to become a product of the product, and now you begin to create change. You see, as I also began to look at our industry and to really just understand the power of it, you see, by the end of 2020, do y'all realize that this industry that so many people think is a fraud, is a scam? I want y'all to know and understand that it literally has created complete and total change for our entire family. All right, complete and total change. We don't have to work a job. You see, we literally own our own day, right? How many of you out there want some time freedom? But I can tell you that by the end of 2020, this industry is set to be a $200 billion industry that we're a part of. And by the year of 2025, it's deemed to be a $650 billion industry. So what does that say to each and every one of you? It says change. It says growth. It says getting in front of something that literally is shifting and shaking up the entire world, that's offering freedom to people all over the world, that's allowing you to leverage, to have leveraged income, that's allowing you to create beach money, sleep money, to wake up to money, right? Residual income. That's what we do over here. And so now I'm going to talk to you about some incredible products, but I want to let you know, why am I so passionate? Because there's people out there that need change. And I want each and every one of you to know that you have the right now mentality to say, just like this, that I'm going to shift and bring about a total life change. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that literally almost 6 years ago, our life was very different. Almost 6 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, I remember Nate and I living paycheck to paycheck. I remember Nate and I going through the ups and the downs. You see, we had the good times financially, but we had a lot of struggle times. Can anybody relate to the struggle? You see, ladies and gentlemen, I can remember almost 6 years ago, as I said yes to this little pack of tea, after failing in so many different businesses for over 20 years, where I almost said no to the pack of tea that began to change my entire life, because I was tired of failing. You see, I was a jack of all trades and I had mastered absolutely nothing. You see, 6 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that I didn't even believe in myself. I was a woman who had a dream on the inside of me, but I didn't believe. I didn't even understand my full purpose outside of being a mother, outside of being a wife, outside of being a daughter to my incredible parents as they now rest in peace. I didn't know, but I knew God had something else for me to do. And it's something, ladies and gentlemen, when you begin to realize and recognize the greatness that God has put on the inside of you, that greatness will begin to manifest on the outside. And so 6 years ago, I decided to take a chance on me. 6 years ago, in a season in which our family, we was bankrupt. You see, we had filed bankruptcy, not just once, but twice, if anybody can relate. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, we found ourselves literally losing every single vehicle. We turned to a life of rent cars, right? I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I can remember the times of the struggle. I can remember being a master at selling things on eBay and having to put something on sale on eBay in order to make sure that we're able to eat dinner the next night and all kinds of things like that. I can remember going to the gas tank with $1 left on the card, saying that, you know what, we could fill this thing up on a Wednesday. And guess what? Before Friday hits, that paycheck, that deposit, that direct deposit is going to hit before the NSF fee hits. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I can tell you, we realized that it was called insanity, right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting something different to happen. So Nate and I were insane, right? But I could tell you, just like this, we decided to shift. Just like this, we said, we deserve change. And in that season, when I was introduced to this little pack of tea, you see, I didn't realize what it was about to do for my life. You see, ladies and gentlemen, as we found ourselves right at the holiday season of 2014, we're coming up on our anniversary, where literally the job told Nate goodbye. We had just stepped out on faith. Anybody ever stepped out on faith and just believed that God was going to do something amazing in your life, but you don't understand the process that you got to go through in order to become the person that you need to be in order for him to use you? You see, we down in Miami, life is good, right? And then all of a sudden the job said, just like this, we don't need you. It happened to so many people in 2020 as the world said, just like this, you can't go to work, right? Just like this, it's time for unemployment. Just like this, you need to work at home. Just like this, we become school teachers. Just like this, right? That happened to us 6 years ago. Nate had worked for 25 years, gave up himself as an engineer, had the 6 figures a year, only for us to look up and all of a sudden it's gone. Goodbye. We realized they didn't care whether our kids had some Thanksgiving food. They didn't care whether our kids had Thanksgiving. Can anybody relate? They didn't care whether our kids had Christmas gifts, let alone they didn't care whether we had a roof over our head, because by the top of 2015, ladies and gentlemen, that was gone. For one, yes. I want all of y'all on here to say yes, say it once, say it twice, say it 3 times, because you never know when one yes can literally turn your entire life around. And so this live tonight is to introduce change. This live tonight is to let you know that we're looking for you. We're looking for the ones who are serious about their future. We're looking for the ones who are serious about building for a legacy, right? And leaving a legacy. We're looking for the ones who say, I refuse to settle in life. We're looking for the ones who are different, who realize that everybody can't go where you're going. We're looking for the ones who say, I am ready for change. Because as I began to sip on this tea, right, just like this, 5 years ago, I didn't realize that I was going to lose 20 pounds in 31 days. Can anybody relate to a little bit of belly fat? Anybody got some belly fat? I can tell you, I can relate to it definitely back then, right? And even now, being in the house, I had to create a whole nother story. I thank God for the heat challenge, right? We bring in the heat, right? Taking back our bodies, taking back our minds, right? Understand it's all about our mind. It's all about our body. It's all about our money for real, right? And the spirit is all encompassed in the mindset for real. And so I can tell you that as I began to lose the weight, I didn't realize what God was going to do. Okay. You see, literally in less than 60 days, this little pack of tea turned into a double-digit 5-figure income that came into the McCray household, as we literally didn't even have our own house to live in, right? One little pack of tea. But I could also tell you that in that season, as I kept on sipping, I began to realize that this is the vehicle that I've been praying for. This is the vehicle that literally was bringing forth change. This is the vehicle. I got to show you something. This is the vehicle that literally is the vehicle that is going to offer freedom to your family. So you got to grab a hold of it. Can't find what I'm looking for, right? So you got to grab a hold of it. And so I can tell you that as I began to shift my thinking, And I began to realize that this thing is about helping to change the lives of others. That's when God began to do a miracle in our life, ladies and gentlemen. You see, the very thing that I visualized, the very thing that I prayed for over 20 years, as Nate and I tried all of these different businesses, time and time and time again, thinking that it was going to be our friends and our family that were going to support us, thinking that it was going to be our friends and our family that was going to go with us to the top. Guess what? TLC was the company in which literally, as we celebrated the success of others, as we clapped and as we cried, as so many people won in this industry, it was our turn. And I say to each and every one of you, how many of you believe that it's your turn? If you believe it's your turn, say, it's my turn, right? It's not your time because time is endless. It's your turn. When you turn something, it turns on an axis. It means that it moves, right? It's a shift, just like this. And so literally, the very thing that we wanted began to happen in our life, right? Where we were able to take home a $250,000 ring. TLC put a ring on it in less than 7 months' time, representing our earnings. But I can tell you so much change began to happen because Nate was still looking for the job, right? But in that season, he said, what if? He said, what if I lock arms with my wife? Because the job was not calling him back. Because we realized one can put 1,000 a flight, two can knock out 10,000. Do y'all understand this for real? I want y'all to get this. Get the shift. Get the change. Get the fact that you have the power to take control and the time is now. There's no other way, right? And so literally, as we began to shift and we locked arms together, we more than doubled our income, okay? We became documented $1 million earners in 17 months. I thank you, mommy and daddy, for introducing me to this industry. I promised you I would make you proud. And not only that, now multi-million dollars later, I say to each and every one of you, are you ready for change? You see, our story is just one story. And I want you all to understand that results vary from person to person. Okay, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something in which you can grab a hold of. You can begin to put in the work. You can begin to bring forth change. But Nate and I, we work our butt off in order to create freedom for our family. And so it's not something that's going to happen by happenstance. You see, that's what people think. They can go to a job and give a job their 1,000%. But then you come over to a business and you want to do it half of the time. You want to do it only when you feel like it. Instead of saying, you know what, let me give it my 1,000% because I control the change, right? So let's talk about this incredible company tonight, y'all. I'm so passionate. I'm all worked up tonight. And I got some incredible products to share with each and every one of you tonight. And so let's talk about the shift and the change and how you can say yes tonight. First and foremost, if you didn't get it, okay, the name of our company is called Total Life Changes, and we call it TLC for short. Mr. Jack Fallon, our CEO and founder, we are forever grateful for this man and his vision, because one man's vision from his basement over 21 years ago literally is spreading all over the world, 150 plus countries strong, as we are bringing forth change. So we're on our way to becoming a household name. So think about this. Anytime something is becoming a household name, I want you to think about some brands out there, right? Think about Charmin. Think about, I don't know, Colgate. Think about some brand names that, you know, that are out there. Palmolive. Think about this, right? They started somewhere. Well, I can tell you that that's what's about to happen with TLC. You see, we will, no doubt, become a household name. And the person that now locks arms with us and gets in front of something that literally is going to change the entire world, that's when freedom is created. And so the time for change is now. And so he locked arms with his BFF, Mr. John Licari, over 21 years ago. And it was this very first product that began to bring forth the change, the Nutraverse, right? We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But imagine having something that literally you can grab a hold of. It's going to change your health because the products flat out work. And now you're able to create some financial freedom if you choose to say yes to the #1 compensation plan in the entire world, right? So let's talk about this tea, okay? Because this was the first product that was introduced to me and the very first one that I began to drink about 6 years ago. And so it's called the Iaso tea. It's the #1 detox tea in the entire world. So if you're watching me tonight and you're saying, well, Pam, I don't really detox. Or maybe you're watching me tonight, you're saying, I don't need to lose any weight because I was able to drop 20 pounds in 31 days with this phenomenal product. Well, guess what? Everybody needs to detox, because when you think about your health, if you're not getting the garbage out, then guess what? You need to detox, because the air that we breathe is toxic. The food that we eat is toxic. Right now in this season, everybody should have the mindset that I'm going to do whatever I need to do in order to make sure that my health is strong. And so detoxing is the first step. It's not about weight loss. This is not a weight loss tea. It's a detox tea. But if you need to lose weight, when you begin to detox, guess what? You're going to lose the weight. And so when my belly went on flat, anybody can relate to some belly fat? Literally 6 years ago, I tell you that life began to change. Life began to turn around, and I'm thankful because this little pack of tea did it. All herbal, 9 herbs, no stimulants. You simply boil a pot of water. Everybody can boil some water. You throw these tea bags in. It makes enough for a whole entire week, a gallon, and you sip on it twice a day with lunch and dinner. So this is the game changer. This is the first one that began to bring forth the change in my life, right? And so now after the original tea was introduced to me, I can tell you another product that came on the scene a couple years later is the instant ISO tea. All right, this one right here is for that person that's very busy, for that person that is on the go. What I love about this one is you're just simply going to open it up. You're going to put it in a bottle of water. You shake it, you drink it. Voila, you are detoxing on the go. If you need to lose weight, it's going to help you to lose some weight. But what I love about this one is it has a soluble fiber in it. So if you're that person out there and maybe you eat too much, right? I used to say, oh my gosh, I like to eat. I stopped saying that because guess what? When things shut down in the world, I sat around here liking to eat. And I looked up, ladies and gentlemen, and I needed to create a whole new story. Like for real, I looked up, and in July, August of 2020, I looked up and I was 175 pounds. And I said, this is crazy, insanity. But guess what? I recommitted to my exercising, the heat challenge. I recommitted to making sure that I'm taking my products consistently, never stopped. So many of them just was eating way too much. And guess what? I'm already down to 156 pounds, right? So I'm super excited. I feel absolutely amazing. So this one right here is definitely a game changer, but it does have that soluble fiber in it. So you want to detox, and I'm gonna talk to you about the CBD industry because it's a powerful industry. We got a lot of products, okay? Once you cleanse, you want to put some nutrients back in with the NutriBurst. How many of you out there take a vitamin? Pill form, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E, whatever it may be. What if I told you that they're to no avail? Your body can't even absorb, okay, those pill form vitamins, all right? Only about 10 to 20% goes into your body. The rest is waste. But this liquid vitamin NutriBurst, 72 minerals, 19 amino acids, 1 tablespoon is like you eating 10 salads. Anybody had 10 salads a day? No. Anybody excited about eating 10 salads a day? No, right? Nobody wants 10 salads, but 1 tablespoon of this is going to give you the equivalent of you eating 10 salads. And I can tell you it's absolutely amazing. And 98% absorption directly into your system. So it's going to feed your cells. It's going to help with mental clarity. It's going to help with energy. It helps with so many different things. You think about putting something into your body that goes directly into your system, you can definitely feel the power of this one. Game changer. It has changed our entire family's life. Forever grateful for this incredible product because our kids love to take their vitamins. Anybody got kids who want to take their vitamins? If it's not NutriBurst, no, they don't want it. But this NutriBurst is definitely on point. So that's going to put the nutrients back into your body. Now I want to put the icing on the cake. And the icing on the cake is this NRG. How many of you lack energy? You need a little energy boost. You have a hard time getting up in the morning. Maybe a hard time making it through your day. But this NRG is going to turn on the energy, turn off your appetite, allow you to burn some calories every single day. I can tell you in the heat challenge, we're working out, pretty much at least 6 days a week. And this product is on point. I have to take this before I get a workout. It kicks in about 20 minutes. But what I love about not just the energy boost, it helps with focusing. Okay, this is one of the products that our son Christian, he's a student athlete, a junior in college, was set up to fail literally academically, moved along in the school system. He has an incredible story that I'll share a little bit more with you guys. But these products that I'm mentioning to you today, our son does not touch the court, okay, without them, all right? So it's a game changer. This one is also known as the happy pill. So if you're not the happiest, all right, it's known to elevate your mood. So you're just smiling more, right? This is the time to be smiling, right? Your PMA, your positive mental attitude is everything. How you look at things is what's going to happen in your life, right? So when you change the way you look at things, the things around you begin to change, and this product is going to help you do just that. So that's the NRG, right? Now I want to talk to you about a few more products, right? But I definitely am going to get into CBD, and I'm going to save our newest product for last, y'all. Have y'all heard of sea moss? I'm so excited about the power of sea moss and the fact that we now have it in our hands, and we now are able to leverage it and to promote it. So I'm going to talk to you about sea moss in just a moment. But let's talk about CBD for a few, okay? You see, the CBD industry is a very powerful industry. And when I first heard about CBD, honestly, I didn't want any parts of it. I started to hear marijuana, getting high, all of this is what was going through my mind, right? I was ignorant to the power and the benefits of CBD. You see, I didn't realize that CBD helps with your skin. I didn't realize that CBD helps with your mood. I didn't realize that CBD, literally, as I started to hear testimonies of people who had difficulty resting at night, now sipping on our tea and they were sleeping like a baby. I didn't realize that, CBD also helps people who normally would be uptight in certain situations, unable to handle things, now sipping on our CBD tea, and they're cool, calm, and collected. I didn't realize that CBD helps with joint pain, all kinds of inflammation in your body. I didn't know any of this, but I can tell you, as I started to see the testimonies on top of people losing weight, guess what? I said, it's time for me to try some CBD. And so this lemon flavor one was the first one that came on the scene, and I began to understand there's something called THC, right? The higher the THC, the higher the high. Well, the legal limit is 0.3. All of our products, our full spectrum hemp products, have less than 0.1%. So they're all hemp, no high, right? So I drank this one, phenomenal experience as far as detoxing. I like to drink mine in the evening with dinner because it helps me to sleep like a baby. So this is the first one, and it has that soluble fiber in it. So guess what? You are going to eat less. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm getting all these phone calls coming through right now. So that is the lemon flavored tea. Then what came on the scene, I want to let you know that we have the answer for everybody. So if you work in a position and maybe your job says no THC, you can't have any, we got you. Why? Because we stay on the cutting edge. Mr. Jack Fallon is a genius. I told him about that sea moss. I put it in chat the other day. I said, this is just genius. Thank you, for real, for real. And so the raspberry lemonade flavor came out 0.0% THC. So all hemp, no high. So there's no excuses. So you take your choice on which way you want to detox. All right. Powerful, powerful products. And knowing that, the CBD industry is an industry that is deemed to be a $22 billion industry by 2022, right? Yeah. And so it's deemed to be a very powerful industry that's growing left and right. It grew over 107% in its first year. And so imagine you now consuming the products. And if you're looking to get in front of something, then we got all kinds of industries for you to get in front of, right? The next one that I want to talk about a little bit is the Harmony Drops. This was the second product that I tried. And the Harmony Drops is the full spectrum hemp, but it also has vitamin E in it, vitamin C in it. So you're going to get the benefits of that as far as building your immune system. So very powerful product that I absolutely love. I take this one every day before I go to bed, and it helps me to rest well, right? But then at the top of 2020, Melody came on the scene, the sister to Harmony. When I tell you Melody, this one right here, another game changer. All I want to say with Melody, set your alarm clock, because it's 2,000 milligrams of CBD, but it's CBD isolate. CBD isolate is the most powerful form of CBD that you can get. And you can get it right here at TLC, right? So I'm just talking a few of our CBD products. If you're in physical pain, we have a product called Alleviate. I don't have it over here with me, but you rub it on and it literally alleviates pain on demand. Working out every day, I use the Alleviate on my muscles, and I can tell you it makes my muscles feel absolutely amazing. So that is the Alleviate. And so many other products. You want to lose some serious weight. I didn't mention the Resolution. This one right here will allow you to drop a couple pounds. You have to stick to a 1,200 caloric diet plan. But this is one of the products that I could tell you, Jacinda Mitchell, she's an incredible leader here within our organization. She was able to drop 145 pounds in 8 months once she added this. And guess what? She's kept the weight off. So it is a diet plan that's not going to put the weight back on once you get done losing the weight. So powerful, powerful products. So now I want to move on over into one more product before I actually talk about the money here at TLC, right? And so this one, y'all give it up for the Nautica Sea Moss, because this one just hit the scene a few days ago, where it came into our household maybe last week sometime. And when I tell you, this is a game changer. You see, sea moss, I shouted this video out there on my social media page, which was hilarious, with my son my son Jaden, in which, you know, we were already on sea moss, right? We already understood the benefits of sea moss. Anytime somebody shared something with me that would help our healthy system be strong this season, we were taking it, right? And so I can tell you, all we did was transfer our buying habits. So we said out with the one that doesn't pay and in with the Nautica Sea Moss, right? And so what I love about this one, it comes in individual sachets, in which it tastes absolutely amazing. But it's the benefits of you getting sea moss, coconut, dragon fruit, and aloe vera all packed in one. And just to know the benefits of sea moss, it helps to, number one, your healthy system. Your health system strong. Okay, let me just put it that way. It helps with your digestive tract. It helps with so many different organs within your body. It helps with you resting at night. It helps with your metabolism and being able to maintain your weight. It helps with libido. Okay, so if you need some help in the libido area, it helps with sexual performance. All right, sea moss does. I can also tell you some of the other benefits is that the aloe vera helps with your digestion. It also helps with your skin. I got some stuff written down here. Dragon fruit is rich in antioxidants. It's going to strengthen your overall system. It helps with a healthy gut. Coconut is your overall health. It helps with your hair, skin, and nails. Your levels within your body. Is going to boost your energy. And so just to know that this sea moss has hit the scene, ladies and gentlemen, every household needs this Nautica. And so we're super excited. I have to hide it from myself, because you're only supposed to take one a day, and it tastes so good to where, honestly, I find myself going in the kitchen trying to pass this stuff up. So that is the Nautica. It's the Irish sea moss. Google the many benefits of it, and then get back with whoever invited you on here tonight and say, I'm ready to grab me some of that Nautica, all right? So you've been able to hear about some phenomenal products tonight. If you got on here, you just wanted to hear about these products, then you should be texting, you should be getting back with the person that shared this live with you and say, I need your link. How can I place an order? But if you're on here tonight and you're saying, you know what, I don't just want to be healthy. I understand that my health is my greatest wealth. So first and foremost, I want to be healthy. But maybe you're somebody on here tonight and you understand that financially you need to shift. You understand that financially, you right now, you got all your eggs in one basket and you're dependent upon one income coming into your household. And you understand that, you know what, you got to do something different in order to have something different. Perhaps you're like us and you're sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. That was our story. I don't know what the reason is, but I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that one yes began to bring about a total life change, and that it literally created complete and total financial freedom for our family. And so we're looking for the next story. So all you got to do is make a decision to do what? Say yes. So let's talk about not just any compensation plan, but the number one comp plan in the entire world. You see, we get paid not just one way, but y'all say 6 powerful ways here at TLC. The first way is what we call our retail commission. And I want to ask each and every one of you, as you're watching, as I shared all of these incredible products, as I'm so passionate, I shared the teas, I shared the Nautica Sea Moss, I shared the NutriBurst, and all of these incredible products, the NRG. Who do you know that can benefit from any of these products? Because what's going to happen is when you say yes tonight, you get back on whoever shared this live with you and you decide to get started, you're going to be given a free website in which every time somebody clicks an order, guess what? You're going to get a 50% commission. It's incredible. So imagine not just getting paid, but getting paid every day. Do you have a job unless you work Uber, right, or Lyft? Do you have a job that pays you daily? You see, we are the Uber in our industry. TLC cuts us a check, retail commissions. When somebody goes to your link tonight and they place an order, you're going to get paid tomorrow in the morning. You wake up to a paycheck. It is powerful. But then I want to also tell you another element to our retail component. You see, when you have some products on hand, right? For instance, some of the tea, some of the instant products, what's going to happen is product on hand creates cash on demand. So let me tell you about this little pack of tea, because back then, 6 years ago, it was green. And I remember it coming into the household And honestly, I just thought that this was going to be another company, right? I failed so many times. I didn't know that this was going to be the one that would create freedom. And I remember getting started. I had 50 packs of this tea sitting on the floor, right, for weeks, did nothing with it. But I remember going to a women's event. And when I went to that women's event, they had maybe about 30, 40 women. And at that time, we paid $10 for a pack of this tea, but we retail it for $20. It makes enough for a whole week. It works. When people get results, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to come back and say, how can I get some more? Well, when I saw this little pack of tea multiplied to almost $400 in less than 20 minutes, I knew we had something powerful in our hands, and we were selling it for $10 a pack. We didn't even mark it up back then, right? So retail is very, very strong. When you look at all of these products right here, they're individual sachets. So you literally can break down a bag of this and sell it by the week, give a 3-day supply, and double to triple your initial investment. It's very powerful. So retail is an area in which you can stop right there. You can say, that's all I'm going to do, is I'm just going to focus on retail. I'm going to send people my link. I'm going to have some product on hand, or you can just send people your link and be able to create some freedom and some extra income for your family, right? All up to you. Now, I want to talk and shift a little bit to the person that says, you know what? I understand leveraged income. I understand what John Paul Getty said. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people efforts than 100% of my own, right? I want to also talk to the person, like Warren Buffett said, if we don't find a way to make some money in our sleep, we will work until we die. I don't know about you all, but I don't want to work until I die. I want to be able to have freedom. I want to be able to live life. I want to be able to leave a legacy for our family, right? And so to that person, you are going to want to tap into what we call residual income. That's where you're going to make money over and over and over and over again from a one-time effort, and it's leveraged income because teamwork makes the dream work. So now what's going to happen is you go out and you find people just like you. As you're becoming a product of the product, you fall in love with these products. These products work. You're passionate every day. You're talking about them. You're excited about them. And you're just simply telling others. You don't have to be a salesperson. I used to be shy and afraid. So therefore, but I can tell you that because I'm so passionate about these products speak through me for real. And that's what makes this thing so exciting, right? And so now the second way is what we call a fast start bonus. As you now find people just like you, they decide to say yes. I told you it was powerful. Every yes, you're going to earn a 50% commission, right? That's your second 50% based off of the one-time investment that they start their home-based business with, okay? The home-based business industry, ladies and gentlemen, is booming, okay? It's at an all-time high. People are looking for businesses to work from home. Why? Because we're at home and they understand that they can control the freedom that it can create, right? And the income that it can create. So it's powerful, right? And so the third, fourth, and fifth ways now start to get into what we call that residual income. This is where you're going to start to wake up to money every day in your sleep. We get these incredible emails, right? That say, congratulations, this person in your team just placed an order. Congratulations, this person just joined your team. Congratulations, this customer just placed an order. Congratulations, this person just did this. And all of these emails. And guess what? I'm asleep. Because while I'm asleep on the West Coast, somebody in the world is up on the East Coast. When I'm asleep on the West Coast, somebody in the world might be up in Canada. Somebody in the world might be up in the Bahamas. Somebody in the world might be up in wherever country you want to name. Guess what? Because we are a global business, right? So you're creating global money, right? And so it's powerful. And so now the hybrid binary means all you got to do is go out and find two people just like you, right? Two people who have a different mindset. You see, entrepreneurs, right? We just did an interview with our son, Christian, about entrepreneurs. And I can tell you that entrepreneurs, we think different, okay? We have a different mindset. So you got to understand that everybody's not going to understand you, okay? But you just got to keep on going, all right? And so now you go out and you find two people just like you to now open up what we call the hybrid binary, right? We build with two teams, a left team and a right team, just to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Timing and positioning is everything. Why? Because you want to get in now, not at the top of January when everybody in the world says, you know what? I want to lose weight. I want to make more money, and I want to get closer to God. How about you lose weight, you make more money, and get closer to God right now? You see, it's called getting in front of everything, as the world is going to do what they do every year and then quit by the end of January. Don't let that be you, right? And so now you decide to get in. And you're going to be in before the people who decide to run to this thing in January. So everyone goes into the system one behind the other. So there's going to be some people who get in later on who you don't even know as this thing begins to grow, and they become a part of your team because you got in before them, and you're able to earn up to $20,000 a week. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't believe it. We didn't believe TLC would pay anybody $20,000 a week until Nate and I began to earn $20,000 a week on the binary every single week. So I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's a compensation plan that literally is just going to simply pay. And I want to let you know, results vary from person to person, okay? Our results are not typical, but we're not typical. And we understood that we had to put in the work, and we work our butts off in order to create the freedom that we're able to create for our freedom. Why? Because we see the big vision. So I do want to let you know that your results will vary depending upon the work that you choose to put in, all right? But TLC is a company that is definitely going to pay out the compensation plan accordingly, right? So I just want to let you all know that. Now, let me tell you this. How did I do that? Let me tell you this. So now, the fourth way that we get paid is what we call the check match, all right? And the check match is this, ladies and gentlemen, all right? The check match means that now when you personally introduce somebody to TLC and they get paid on their binary every week, you're going to qualify for a 50% match. Your boss give you a match on their paycheck? No, I highly doubt it, right? But here, again, we're rewarded because teamwork makes the dream work. And so now what's going to happen is we personally enroll somebody into our team, right? Just to give you an example. For the week, they go out and let's say they make $500 on the binary, right? They can do that. They make their $500. They're excited. We're going to get a 50% match. So we're going to get a $250 bonus. Somebody makes $1,000. We're going to get a $500 bonus. They get theirs. We get ours. We don't touch theirs, right? Somebody makes $1. We get 50 cents. They add up. Anywhere in from that dollar all the way up to $20,000 in a week, they get theirs, we get half. It's incredible. Never seen anything like it, right? It gets better. There's another level because now when that person goes out and they bring somebody in who makes money, we're able to earn up to another 50%. Just say 100% bonus payout. The fifth way that we get paid over here is what we call a lifestyle life-changing bonus. Once you reach the rank of a national director, Mr. Jack Allen says, I'm just going to give you $1,500 a month to maintain your lifestyle. What could you do with an extra $1,500? Would that help to change your life just a little bit? I know when Nate and I, when we were broke, when we were living paycheck to paycheck, when Nate would go out and look for part-time jobs, like for real, and he would quit them before he even went. And I used to be looking at him like, for real, you know we need this money. Why you back home? Like, seriously, right? Right? That was our life. I'm like, you said you were going to work this part-time job. We need this money. I don't know about y'all, but for real, an extra $1,500 would have kept us from being bankrupt, would have kept us from losing all of our vehicles. It would have kept us from a lot of things in life, right? So now you get this lifestyle bonus and you can do whatever you want with it. Go get your car, pay your mortgage, give it away, your kids' college tuition fund, whatever it is. It was one of the ways that we gave our son Christian a chance at his dreams. You see, he was moved along in the school system, set up to fail. He could never play basketball because academically he struggled, but they gave him grades that represented something totally different. But I can tell you, when I called it, they said, we're not retaining him in 8th grade. We're not promoting him. We're going to place him into the 9th grade and let's just set him up to fail. No child left behind, right? But I can tell you, God had a different plan because the total life changes, right? And I used to cry as a mom because we couldn't afford that kid a tutor. Total Life Changes hired a Christian, a full-time tutor. Total Life Changes allowed him to go to his dream high school, right? As a 5th-year senior. He repeated his summer year, a summer school of senior 5th year, right? He went to as a senior, 5th-year senior, right? So he repeated his senior year twice, all right? And so anyway, gave him the opportunity, but guess what? He played basketball. Guess what? He graduated MVP. Guess what? He got a full ride scholarship to Indian River, right? JUCO. He had to go JUCO. His process, his freshman year. Guess what? It opened the door for him to have a full ride scholarship at West LA. Guess what? It opened the door to him having 15 D1 offers in 2020. Guess what? It opened up the door to him now having a full ride scholarship at Cal State Fullerton and all kinds of accolades that his mama can't even remember, like for real. One yes turned his life all around. And guess what? Total Life Changes is the company that gave him a chance at his dream. And so I say to each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, who out there is dependent upon you? Who out there is dependent upon you making a decision to believe and to dream again? Because too many times in life, as we reach the age of like 25, what happens is life begins to settle in and you stop dreaming. But I can tell you, TLC is a company that's allowing dreams to become a reality. TLC is a company that's allowing families to be able to take a vacation. TLC is a company that's allowing people to pay cash for houses. TLC is a company that's allowing people to be able to give back to organizations where there was a point in time where we would be sitting around looking like we can't give nothing. These are the joys that we have. To be able to be the blessing in others' lives when they need you, there is nothing like that. And so I want to say, as I close out this call today, because that 6th way of pay, is we guarantee you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Because passion is our fuel. We love each other, period. Grateful is our mindset. We have a lot of fun, so we get a lot of work done over here. We get way more than what's expected. You see, TLC stands on some strong core principles that for real, lead by example, and guess what? It's what we represent, and it's who we are. We're a family. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're on a mission. And that mission, no doubt, is that we will change lives all over the entire world. I know without a shadow of a doubt that we're going to get it done. It's not a question of will we get it done? It's a question of will you say yes, and are you going to be one? That's what the question is. Because no doubt, TLC is on its way to becoming a household name as we continue to change lives in all of these industries, right? Health and wellness, the weight loss, right? The energy industry, the coffee industry, the CBD industry, right? What else? What else? The home-based business industry, right? We getting ready to change we about to tap into even more so the essential oil industry. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you don't worry about it, it's called change. And so I ask each and every one of you, are you ready? Are you ready for change? Because you got to be the one to make the decision. So to all of you on here tonight, I know you're saying, okay, what do I need to do to say yes? I'm so glad you asked, right? You want to be a customer, get back with the person that invited you on here and say, I'm ready to place my order. If you want to be a life changer, which is who we are, then you want to now say yes to a business kit. That business kit is $50. Where can you start a business for $50? Right? Plus some product. I want to reiterate. All right. So for about $100, I recommend you taking at least $300 so you can have some product in your system. Get you at least 3 products, your business kit. You now have a home-based business for $200 something, less than $300. And if you got more to invest, then don't make your minimums your maximums. But I can tell you, it doesn't matter how you start. It just matters that you make a decision to start. So ladies and gentlemen, get back on whoever invited you on here tonight. Say yes. Say, I am ready for change. Say, I'm ready for a total life change. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you, not from the top, but at the top. Because ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing the heat. It is 4th quarter. November is here. We are super excited. If you need some accountability, get back whoever invited you on here and say, I want more information on the heat challenge. We're about to give away another $5,000 from the month of October as we, for real, are on a mission to change lives all over the entire world. But we are letting the world know that it's all about your mind, your body, and your money. So I look forward to seeing all of y'all, not from the top, but at the top. Let's take this thing all the way to the top, no doubt. And join us back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, as another incredible young lady, Jacinda Mitchell, I believe it is, that was on the schedule. I believe that's what's going to happen. But anyway, somebody's going to be on here. You got to hear her story, 145 pounds down in 8 months. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all then. Good night, everybody. Have yourself an incredible evening. All right. And remember, The only way to bring about change is for you to make a decision to be the change. That's what it's all about. All right? So good night, y'all. Thanks for spending this time with me this evening. All right? See y'all later. Good night, y'all.